everybody, it's Vlogaday 571. Welcome to France.
Good morning. Good. It is Wednesday. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I had to figure that out for a second. It's really early. I couldn't sleep. I tried to go to bed earlier last night. I was a little bit overwhelmed by a lot of things all at once, and so I tried to go to bed early. Didn't sleep super well, slept okay, but then woke up pretty early. And it snowed pretty late into the night last night, by the looks of things. So I'm going to go out and take advantage of that since I can't sleep anyways. I'm going to go get some shots of snowy Paris. And I think I'm actually going to live stream on Instagram and Facebook just to maybe see if I can get more people to figure out that I'm on YouTube. Really the goal. Today, the plan was originally to talk about these, the movement watches, give you guys an update. They are still keeping time, which is good, and the date. They both say that it's the exact same time, so at least we haven't entered into any sort of time vortex. I've only worn the brown leather one a few times. You can see a little bit of wear there. That's what makes me concerned that the band might not last forever, but I think it's gonna last for a while. They seem to be holding up okay. This one, the black one, hides it much better, but you can definitely see some of the wear here. It's not cracking yet, but it's getting pretty close. So I think it's gonna hold up, and that you're not gonna see that for the most part, but I'll give you another update, I'm sure, down the line. I thought I would talk a little bit about the experience of my first sponsorship and what it was like, what all actually happened, and if I would do it again. But in the meantime, I need to go get some shots of snowy Paris while it's still snowy, because it could all melt this afternoon for all I know. Then the plan was to go to KB today. Pushan's supposed to show up this morning, so I should be able to see him. We might even go back to his photo studio, take some photos, which should be fun. I guess I should be like appropriately dressed for that, actually, now that I think about it. I'm gonna change my shirt, because right now I'm wearing my Vlogaday World Tour t-shirt, which is very comfortable, but not something I really want to be photographed in. So I'm going to change that. And then hopefully we'll see Natasha in the afternoon, and we'll just see where things go over the course of the day. Yowzers. It's so quiet. It's amazing. Did a little Facebook Live. My sister called in. I didn't realize you could have people call into your live streams on Instagram. That was awesome. It's good to see her. I love my sister. I've been meaning to give her a phone call, so that was kind of a fun way to do it. Anyways, I'm trying to walk the stone that they use for all the monuments, and in areas like where I am at right now is just ridiculously, notoriously slippery when wet. It's no better when snowed, and unfortunately it's the exact same material that they use in my courtyard, which is why I pretty much almost faceplant every time it's raining in my courtyard when wearing my Vans. I'm wearing my boots now, definitely better, but still slippery. Anywho, look at that guy on his horse. He's all snowy. Alright, I've had enough time to warm up. That guy's literally carrying, I think he was skiing up here this morning. I wish I'd been here to catch that. Warm enough to get back to freezing my hands off doing a live stream on Facebook now. I do not, I'll explain why I don't know that this is even a good use of time in a minute, but generally Facebook's a waste of time, I think. Facebook, for those of you who are unaware, has a tendency to hold audiences hostage, and have for like the last 5 years or so. Basically meaning, if you can imagine, you don't get any notifications that I post on YouTube, and it never puts it in your feed unless like you're in like the 5% of people that happen to get it naturally. Otherwise, it holds on to it until I pay for it. Like literally I would have to pay for each and every person who watches my vlog to see it. Pretty close to it. That's what Facebook does now. So that's one of the reasons I tend to avoid it. And the only posts I have on Facebook are through Twitter. Basically, I just post to Twitter and then it posts automatically to Facebook on my page. So there's something there for those of you who hang out on Facebook, because I know that there are people that really do enjoy interacting there, and that's great. I just don't trust it to actually get in front of very many people, so I don't put much effort in. Gonna be some serious skiing going on today. Risking it all for your viewing pleasure. All right, now I'm gonna head to the coffee shop, get a little bit of work done, and hopefully see Pushan here soon. And then shortly after that, hopefully see Natasha, and hopefully actually get stuff done. Whoa, look at these scooters. Maybe avoid the hill when driving today, where anytime it snows, it's not a good time. The lorry or truck drivers, whatever you want to call these guys, don't seem to know what they're doing, which is unfortunate because they're driving very large vehicles. Scones and cookies fresh out of the oven with rhubarb and strawberry jam. It was worth getting up early in the morning. Merci. Letting the butter melt for a minute. Wow. That scone might be the single best thing I've ever eaten. Video of you taking a photo. I literally spent the whole day there. I think I got there at like 8 a.m., maybe 8:20. And I'm leaving now at, oh, speaking of watches, I was going to talk about this today. It's 5:30. I just spent an entire working day sitting on the same tiny stool. And my butt is telling that tale right now. Ugh, it's good to walk. So I am on my way. I filled out another like 60 postcards, something like that. So I'm on my way to mail those right now, because that was one of the things I did. I got a number of things done. We don't need to talk about the general productivity that I suffered today. What I was going to talk about was the MBMT watches, movement watches, just a little bit more. So the way that whole thing worked, for those of you who are curious how that sponsorship came about, how it went down, what it all looked like, basically they just emailed me out of the blue. I just don't know how they found me. And they just said, hey, we like what you're doing, and we would like to send you a watch and a pair of sunglasses in exchange for an Instagram post. To which I responded, well, in my mind at least, I was thinking, you guys are gonna get some YouTube coverage out of this too, just naturally, because, I mean, I video literally everything, right? My whole life is on video. So I responded, basically I just said, hey, look, like, why don't you guys send me 2 watches? I was hoping for 2 sets of sunglasses too, but that was my bad in the end, I think, more than anything. But I was like, why don't you send me 2 watches, and then I'll do an unboxing, but about my vlog and on Instagram. They were just like, yep, just send us the links to whatever you want. So I did. I sent them links to the 2 watches I wanted, and then I sent them 1 link to the sunglasses and asked for 2 different styles of the sunglasses. And I think that's where I screwed up. I needed to send them 2 separate links, because I don't think she even read it. I think she just clicked through, ordered them, and sent them to me. So yeah, I sent them my information, whatever. Didn't even sign anything, just agreed to basically take 3 photos, send those 3 photos to them, and then pick one of them out of the ones that they approved, which they approved all of them, and post it. And when I sent her the 3, she said, yeah, I love them. But she didn't choose one, so I was waiting for her to choose one. And then after like a week, I sent her an email, said, which one did you like? And she was just like, oh yeah, any of them. So
Yeah, so that's the one I posted. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see the one that I chose. All of the photos were taken by Cheryl, which was really fun. We went out and did a little photo shoot. Thank you, Cheryl. You did a wonderful job. So I just edited those in Lightroom a little bit, and that was the end of that. Made them look a little fancy. I didn't really do them in my usual style, which I wish I would have, kind of, in retrospect. Can't remember if I'm supposed to go left or right. I'm pretty sure I needed to go right to get to the post office. We're gonna find out if I was correct about that here in a second. Yeah, edited them up, put them on Instagram, and voila, there you have it. So it was a good experience overall. It was really easy. I was more than willing to post on Instagram, and since I was able to talk about it freely with you via the vlog and get it all out there, why not? I mean, give it a try, free stuff, and then just be honest about it in the end. So yeah, and I like them. I've been wearing this one in particular like every day, so I do still want a smartwatch more than anything though right now, and I'm very tempted to get one. I think I might buy my one as a little mini celebration for this re-upping of my contract with InstaFreebie. It's possible. Anyways, we are at La Poste. I think this is the right door. What? I'll figure this out and get back to you shortly. Stamps sold here. This is what we're looking for. All posted up. That was a lot of stamps. I just stood there and talked to the lady the whole time I was putting the stamps on. She had one of those little sponges that I was able to use to moisten the stamps and get them all sent off. Had a nice little chat about the neighborhood, and now I'm kind of jealous of the area. Anyways, time to head home. My evening has been modified. I was gonna see a friend and they needed to take a rain check. So now we're just moving on. So now I'm just gonna go back, edit this. I'm crashing really hard right now. Apparently my 5 hours of sleep and too much coffee is hitting me right now. Get it back shortly. I think I covered everything with the whole watch thing. We'll figure it out here as we go. Back to running. Oh look, somebody brushed most of the scooters off. They're still definitely caked in snow. Ooh, Space Invader, I wasn't even paying attention. Nice. Another one of those random food-based ones. That one's new. And back to where we began. It's dark outside again. I am super over caffeinated. I gotta back off the 2 coffees things. I had 2 coffees today, and I'm already operating up here. I don't need coffee to make it worse. I am going to get back to it here in a minute, but I forgot to ask you to subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Of course, if you'd love to leave a comment and let me know what you think about the watches, if you've noticed them. I've gotten a handful of comments along the way, but I think they're pretty nice. I think it might. Is today the 7th? I don't even know what the date is anymore. I'm this close to finishing up the postcards. A couple of you, like Tim, have jumped on last minute to grab one. If you would like to, you can still grab a postcard on Patreon. Feel free to jump over. There's always a link in the description below if you haven't become a patron yet. If you are a patron, thank you. It's thanks to my patrons that I'm able to do so many of the things that I'm doing now and I'm going to be able to do in the near future that would be impossible without you. So thank you so much, patrons. Thank you. I'm in this weird space where like I am like wired physiologically, but crashing cognitively. I don't know if that's, I can't think straight right now. I don't know if it's because I'm slightly congested, need to eat, really want to go for a run, but cannot at the moment, or something else. Whatever it is, figure it out tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow morning. So a good night and see you tomorrow morning.